Okay, so taking a look at the charts, we try to not only use the GPS for navigation, but also review the charts before we take a trip like this. So our destination, you can see if I zoom out here, Sandusky Bay, Cedar Point, Ohio. This is basically the marina right there. So pause for a second while I flip over the chart and I'll show you where I've plotted the path from the Detroit River across Lake Erie. Okay, here's the other side of the chart showing Lake Erie. Here at the top is the north end of the lake where you exit the Detroit River. And you can see the course I've charted. We basically intend to go in between the east and west shipping channels. I want to stay out of Canada, don't want to go up into Maumee Bay. Pretty much we'll be heading due south when we exit the Detroit River until we get just by West Sister Island, and then we'll start jogging east, southeast. I've made two different plot lines there. I'm not sure which one we'll do. Maybe we'll decide as we get there. But then they come together just before we get into the South Passage, where we come around South Bass, Pudding Bay. And then we run almost due east till we get up into Sandusky Bay. And then right into the marina for Cedar Point. All right, here's the engine compartment on our 290 Sundancer. You can see it's got the twin 5 liters. It's a little damp down here. I've been cleaning things up, getting ready for the Cedar Point trip, and just going to check the oil and run through a few maintenance items. So you can see that the trim tab hydraulics are both full. Outdrive fluid, the port engine is full. Outdrive fluid on the starboard engine, full. Alright, just for anybody that doesn't know, the oil dipstick, it's on the starboard side on both engines. So this is the starboard engine we're looking at. But that little yellow knob right there, that's the pull handle for the oil dipstick. And then you can see the same thing on the port engine, it's in the same spot. I think most of these Merc engines are similar. I know I've had a couple other, two other Sea Rays actually. Both had Merc V6s and 143s, and the dipstick was basically in the same spot. Yeah, you can see the oil level is good on the starboard engine. Alright, I don't know if this will show up in the video or not, but I'm going to show you how you can see the hash marks showing you where the full marks are on the dipstick. I'm going to zoom up on it right now. Hopefully you can see those hash marks, the add, and then the hash marks at the top of the hash marks here. You can see the OK. So basically if you're above that line, you're good. Then here's the port engine. You can see it's good as well. Also, you can see all the trash that's collecting at the back of the hatch, the little water trough there. Let me know how you guys get that cleaned out. I'm trying to hit it with a hose and blast it out. I'm not having much luck, and where it's at, I can't really reach it. Here, kind of just for reference, is a little log I made. I looked at a bunch of different ones online. You can see this is the first entry in mine. So here's what I've got. Let me know if you guys have some things to add, or if you've got something you think is better. So I've got the date, my location where I'm at, fuel level, oil, outdrive oil, trim tab oil, blower function, where we're headed, and any repairs that are needed. So right now I've got none marked. One thing I think maybe I can do better, having two engines, as you can see I've put indicators for my levels on both engines, but there's only a spot for one. So maybe that's an improvement I can make.